Good morning. Welcome to the Obachanchatter. Today is Sunday, November the 24th. Um, it's like maybe almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to get this review out, and I'm talking kind of weird. I hope you can hear me because my whole family's asleep. So I don't want to wake anybody up. But I am here to, excuse me, I am here to give you the review for the Love and Marriage Huntsville. Um, this Saturday's episode. Um, I think it's season 9, episode 7 something, but it's titled Steering. I think that's all it was to it. Just said, dang, I, I had a little tea. I was watching a little holiday commercial, got a little tea coming out my little eye. Anyway, listen. Um, the episode starts off with Martell and Destiny. They meet in the park and do a catch up, and Destiny tells Martell that her father's condition is back to having to go to the doctors again because they found a couple of spots. I didn't know he had cancer, but it's cancer. So he has good days and bad days. He was depressed a few times, but he's better now. So she says that she has Madani. She got a warehouse or something for Madani. I'm like, why you got a warehouse for Madani, girl? Don't you got enough bills? I thought you said you was going you 100% e-commerce. I don't get it. But she need a warehouse or something, so she got that squared away. So he said he was glad on that, and he was gonna put an order in for his candles because he needs some candles right now. He asked her how the trip went with the ladies, and she said that shit was wild. She said Melanie got mad with her. She said I don't know what to do. She said one minute she good with me, the next minute she ain't. So she was like, I'm just tired of that. She said um So he said, what stuff? He said, like, they're respectfully cheating things. She said, I said that you should talk to the girl, talk to Ariana on the phone and shit. She was bet me down that I didn't. He was like, yeah, that's right. She used to. So she could try to catch me or whatever, whatever. So anyway, you don't know who to believe in this show because I don't know. So anyway, and she said, you been going to the gym. Oh, I ain't seen you in the gym. He said, yeah. I ain't been going. And she said, yeah, Trisha ain't here. He said, why you bring her up? She was like, well, damn, but she my trainer. He was like, oh. And he said, oh. And she's like, oh, you sensitive about that. That came up at the table with Mel sitting there about you and Trish. And what was up with that? And so Mel, he said the same thing. He was playing off of her. She was supposed to play off of him at Stormy House and something backfired. And she just came by the house and they talked. Did she say watch a movie? Listen, I think they just got down on the get down. They don't want to say nothing. I know this dog. I know that lady named Low Talker Tish. She is not looking good. She's looking like a complete fucking liar in everything she do. She's a she a cheater for one. She just ain't looking good at all. So when Martell and Destiny talk, and he say, yeah, they was teasing me about it while y'all was on the trip. He said, especially Marcel and Martell, they good for asking you all kinds of crazy shit about your personal life in front of people. And I'll just be like, why you be doing shit like that, dude? And I know what me and you used to do together. Shit, if I was cheating, you was cheating even harder than me. So just shut the fuck up about what you think you know. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she said, so what was up with Trish? So Destiny said, so was you still married to Melody when he came? He said, me and Melody was both doing our own thing, which is yes. And she said, so what was up with Trish? She was already separated. He said, I don't know her situation, which lets you know that that Tish lady be playing, yo. So how he don't know what's going on with you? You don't know. You just look real. You know what they say about the quiet ones, and I do believe most time that shit is true. They be the wildest ones. So he was like, so Martel was telling Marceau, fucking names, that he don't like them when Marceau do that, be asking them questions. He said that he was doing that shit in front of Ken. He said I ain't want him to do that shit. And he said if you can't handle it, cool. He was like shit, whatever went on was before me, so I ain't gonna worry about it. But Ken be worried about that. Them little chocolate short, cause he look like he's short. They be worried about shit. He said Ken the side dude, so you know that Marceau and them shouldn't do shit like that. That pisses him off. So we got Nell visiting Melody, so she come over to visit her. Mel need to redo her kitchen. Her kitchen old as shit. Her house old. Oh, that ain't her house. It's somebody else's house. She just renting. That kitchen old as shit. It's big, but it's old. So she visiting Mel, like, what you doing here, girl? You don't never come over here. She said, I'm surprised to see you, and I am, because you don't never come over here. So now get on my nerves. I was getting ready to fast forward till I figured that, till I figured that Melanie had a problem with Nell, and I was like, I ain't had my room tag and this and that. And she's like, I forgot all about it. It wasn't no slide and this and that. And again, I think now just being, she said, you the oldest one out of all of us. I thought you would be the most understanding. Well, girl, whatever. So anyway, she said, well, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Just that another thing. I would buy for Christmas. I would buy her this bed right here. She said, and then she thought that her room should have been nicer than Sonny's. Petty shit, because she felt like she was closer to her. Sonia and Melanie, I was like, this shit, see what I'm saying? I just don't want to be that way when I'm old. And if I feel it, I just hope my mouth won't even open my mouth to say no crazy ass shit like that. So anyway, um, Melanie said she heard something on the radio or podcast or something about her that Nell said was Miss Nell was giving an interview. And once the interviewer asked the question about Mel business, and I guess, well, I ain't guessing. Melanie like her response, 'cause she was like, they both get on my nerves. I mentor them, I counsel them, and child, I just don't know. Um, why you had to say both of us get on your nerves? Why you say I get on your nerves? So, you know, Nell was like, I don't remember saying none of that. So she was like, oh, don't worry about it. So she, of course, Mel got it queued up, played for her. I don't remember saying that. Well, I'm so sorry. She said, you know what I wish? I wish that when somebody asks y'all something about me, you just have no comment. So she said, and stop saying that you did not mentor me. When I think of a mentor or a counselor, it's this, that, and other thing. But she told Nell to her face that she got a God and a mama. She don't feel like she mentored or counseled her, right? So, Mel was all right. Nell was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I stopped saying that or whatever. So on her way to her drive to meet her husband, because they're doing, I think they're taking cha-cha lessons or some shit. They meeting to take cha-cha lessons. They might be doing a dance for their 30th anniversary party. They don't know they're having a party. And I think they're going to dance. Well, I don't think they're going to dance. They're going to dance because Fletcher like to dance. He think his ass Fred Astaire. So anyway, she said just leave my shit alone, and then y'all got problems, so, redirect them. She was talking to you, or she interviewing you, but the interview ain't about me. But you know how this shit work. If you the like one of the stars of the show, cause she a sidebar of the show, Nell is, and you the star, and they ask her something, this was like, I got no comment. What? Anyway, man, I just think she be tripping. I'm talking about when I say she be tripping. I'm not that crazy about Nell, and I'm not that crazy about Mel either. So I'm just gonna keep it real. So anyway, We gotta listen to sad ass Maurice talk about how he got locked up. I don't feel like hearing this shit 'cause he just be gaslighting his ass off. It's something that I'm extremely ashamed of, and I wish I never done, and I've disgraced my family, my son. So I'm saying you be trying to tell Monster what to do and shit, and do you the main party one? 'Cause Mel let us know that she was for her not the one. Nobody be talking about her business. She sure was talking about everybody else shit. 'Cause she was like, Maurice, he MLK with his speeches, and he for the community and this and that. Don't put my name with his name. He this and he that. And she couldn't stop running her mouth with that Dr. Shanada man. I'm sorry, Shanita man. That Shanita lady. And she was just like, so anyway, he was like, I got a DUI, and we see Kimmi say, I was shocked, you know. I would say I was worried. So anyway, I put around here, Maurice is such a gaslight, you're everything to me and to embarrass you. So anyway, she said, so he having coffee or something, and she coming in, and she asked him how he doing. He says, that's what I'm saying, this gaslighting, this bullshit, just, I'm so concerned for you. She said, how are you doing? He said, how are you doing? She was like, don't do that. Don't answer a question with a question. You the motherfucker that was in jail. So he said, if anything, You know, if that was the hardest thing I ever had to do was calling you and telling you what I said. I said the ass kissing. So he said, she said, I was worried because, I went down the timeline. That's a damn shame. You a grown ass woman and you kind of, well, you gotta, how your husband, I guess how he roll, but he has a timeline that he's usually home by. So anyway, she said, of course she was blowing his phone up and texting him and he wasn't answering her because motherfucker was somewhere getting fucked up. So she got in her car because this had to be about 3:30 in the morning because she thought he made her fell asleep at work. That was funny as fuck. Cause he like a Tommy. What work? What? Cause they sidebar, they said that shit with him and the owner and that black Titanic lady that they stop because leave my daughter name out your mouth. Leave me alone. I keep telling you she ain't my daughter. I'm sorry, y'all. It's early in the morning and I'm sleepy. So anyway, what job? They say he tanking the fuck out of his case and he a lawyer. Boy. So I rode by there and I didn't see you. Then where the fuck did you? Then where you ride to then? Your marriage is fucked up, and y'all try to represent like it ain't. Come on now, come on. This set of scotch, y'all try to act like it shit good. You think I'm gonna ride around looking for a motherfucker at 3:30 for what? You live in Huntsville. What the? If something happened to that motherfucker, you better hear it from your house, cause all y'all motherfuckers know one another. I ain't never been there, but god damn, you ain't gotta go. I don't even live there, and I know everybody live in Huntsville. Even the motherfuckers that live there tell you how small it is. That even that club that's the black, I ain't never even been there, and I know black ain't got enough parking space for the people that it can hold when it's open. They got a parking street at the church where they sometimes will leave a bunch of trash and shit and don't clean it up for Sunday service. I'm just telling you, that's what I heard. I ain't even been there. So where the fuck is you riding around looking for him at? I ain't riding around with me, shit. Why you looking for him like he a kid? Ah, and then she telling herself, yes, I can't trust what you say to me at 100% of the time. And he just looking crazy motherfucker, which means you're a liar. Ooh, she told you, boy. She said I was worried you'd be home sleep, but I drove by the office and I thought you might have fell asleep at your office. So I drove by there. So if he fell asleep at the office, why don't you just let his ass stay asleep? What you gonna do? He ain't wanna come home if he fell asleep at his office. She said, you give her protection. Yeah, she said, you good for providing me with with protection, but not the truth. He's a fucking liar, and he ain't protecting you, girl. He protecting him. Whatever the fuck he telling you, men don't do that. Real, because real men protect you by telling you the truth. I protect you, shielding you, and then, like I said, Mel said and you know how he party too, because he your damn husband. And then he said that was hard for him that he never been arrested. I don't mean no harm, but I could have swore about 2, 3 seasons ago the reason why you in court with that black Titanic lady and them other people is that you were suing them because they went digging around in your shit and come find out you like to mess in street pharmaceuticals or some shit like that. Allegedly, I don't know. I ain't saying. I'm telling you, I heard this shit. I wouldn't care if you were selling shit out the trunk of your car, and I mean literally shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm just telling you what I heard. So this is my first experience with this. You mean this is your first experience with your wife, with her bailing you out of jail? Because I'm sure that other lady had to fuck with you too. What's her name? Kanoi, that your son mother, whoever the hell her name is, Kikanoi. It ain't her name, but y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. Kinunu. I'm gonna leave that name alone. And then when she talking to us, she still talking in circles. Girl, just say it. I don't trust you, motherfucker. So that's why I went looking for you, but she ain't gonna let us know that. But you ain't gotta let us know you already told us in a roundabout way. So, of course, we ain't gonna find nothing else because that's the only thing he knows, the fucking lawyer that he got right. It's an open case. So I gotta do the Karen from Potomac and I can't talk about it because everything will incriminate me. Shut the fuck up. So you got Ken and the light talking. They in the garage or the basement or something trying to clean that shit out, and they ain't cleaning it out right because they need to open up a door and start putting shit in the trash. They just moving shit, shuffling around from one corner to the next. And she said they moved in that house 6 months ago. What the fuck is y'all doing? They have all that shit, and you got a house full of kids. Uh, Why y'all down there by yourselves? Shit, them kids be helping us. So anyway, she over there with her kids, tap shoes, somebody's shoes. And I said, them Sheen. Oh, look, her shoes came from Sheen. But I ain't fucking with them because them dance shoes and she and them ballet shoes, them bitches I seen the pack cost $800. So Sheen has a range. Yeah. So anyway, she want to have a kids party for all her kids' celebrations, but nobody give a damn. And who he gonna invite? The Sky to this one, the Flemings and this and that. So the kid's father, and he was like, Ken like, the kid's father. Nigga, they're his kids and they're his accomplishments. If you moved in with a married bitch, you ain't really got no say. That's still somebody's wife. I don't give a fuck what you say. So anyway, Tish said she knew that shit was going too smooth. When he signed, they're supposed to come get the papers notarized. I don't know, a week or two ago, and they ain't do it. That's your dumb ass. Because when you paid for him to have gas money to come to the graduation, you should have said, oh, you can come to the graduation and drove his ass right to the notary right after or before. I took his ass to the notary before, but his ass wasn't going. You stringing and he stringing. Y'all playing. Ken, they playing with you in your face. And I'm going to tell you something else, Ken. These ain't your kids. And I heard, sidebar, I heard this because I like giving you the real tea. I like him. I heard from his channel that you ain't even the little girl you claim is your daughter. I heard that ain't even your daughter. That's somebody else's kid. I heard you can't have no children. You got a nut problem. I mean, not nutting, but you know, just something with your sperm or some shit. That's what I heard. I don't know. I ain't seen the medical records, and I scream HIPAA. I ain't saying shit. So anyway, um, them kids ain't yours. You just got you a ready-made family doing your thing, and I heard you getting a lot of praise for it. I ain't doing shit. You just you investing your time in this woman, kids. And she ain't gave you nothing. You ain't gave her shit neither, cause you waiting for her to get a divorce. And she like, yeah, I just knew this and that. Well, listen, when I seen that nigga sitting at that table last week with his head bent down, and you walked out in the low talker, and Muscle Man walked out the door, and he looked up and seen them. I was like, start playing in my head that new song out by Chris Brown called Residuals. That motherfucker sitting there telling me, who's getting my leftover kissing, my leftover loving? Who's getting my leftover kids and then my leftover house? Hell yeah. That shit was worrying him. So he ain't in no rush to do nothing. And I don't know, girl. I don't know. So Ken back there, we're gonna get back to the garage or the basement or whatever he is. And he telling her, why he thanking me for coming. Okay. So what? That shit weird. Well, it is. You know why it's weird? Because you ain't part of the fucking family, dog. You just her boyfriend. Most time graduations and ceremonies and shit, that's for grandmothers and aunts and uncles and shit. That ain't for the husband, the presiding daddy, and husband with the boyfriend. Yeah, you out of place. That's just like saying, I'm going to my son graduation and my ex husband bring his new girlfriend who my kids don't fuck with and they don't really know, you know what I'm saying? And she out of place. Cause everybody who know, my aunts and uncles and kids and shit gonna be like, who is that? And his people, who is she? You know what I'm saying? That's not was no place for you to be. So he thanked you. And she said they had to give him gas money. I was like, well fuck it. He ain't got no job. And y'all told him, and then you sat there right there in front of his face, Ken, and you told that motherfucker anything you need. We a team. If you ain't mean that shit, you shouldn't have said it. And he thanking me for being there. Yeah, motherfucker, thanks for being here. And he should be thanking me. I wouldn't. Them not your damn kids, dog. And that's not your wife. And I don't care how a lot of people separate and they start off on new relationships and know what? A lot of them do that shit and they get fucked in the ass because they thinking that they going to get with that person and they still last to this one. And I believe she ain't really trying to break from this nigga because like I said, if I'd have paid $20 for your ass to come up here to see how kids graduating. I ain't that $20 trip. I was getting me a notary. Do you understand me? Even if you had to spend the night at the house with us in the guest room or whatever the fuck. We gave you the bed. We slept downstairs. And Ken always talking about he the bigger person. I'm being the bigger person. Cause if you wasn't, what was gonna happen? When you was in the park last week with them and Martell would have said when Martell said that shit like she ain't bad enough. She wasn't she wasn't she ain't bad as she is now. I probably would have fucked the shit out of her now. But last time, I mean she was working out, but she ain't look as hot. So I ain't fucking. You think a woman would be in my face and say, I mean, he was cool and shit, but I mean, he wasn't hot enough. I've been like, yeah, he is, bitch. It wasn't that he wasn't hot enough, bitch. You wasn't. But I ain't gonna let you just skate with that. What you lifting up all them muscles and shit for? So anyway, and then he started off when oh yeah, the kids that got so much going on and stay busy. Nigga, them not your kids. I'm just telling you. And a lot of y'all probably say, "Oh, it's good he taking interest, man." I don't want nobody taking interest in my kid that hard. Mm-mm. Yeah, because to me, it sounded like he wanted to control shit. Because that's what he kind of told her. He was like, it seemed like as soon as you get a divorce, it leaves him no option but to just to let us be. And you didn't see her say shit, did you? Just because she don't give a damn. She ain't trying to be free. And see, I knew Marquez was gonna be. You picked Marquez to be your baby daddy and to marry him. So anyway, while she talking about him, you should see how he looked. She talking about she talking about him and the way Ken looking at her like she crazy. He said, he said, you know what? He don't want you. He don't want nobody else to have you either. Well, I'm glad you know that. But like I said, we were supposed to get the notary, but guess what? No notary. And yeah, I just want to choke him and Do you know the divorce eliminates any confusion? There ain't nobody confused, nigga. He is them his kids, that's his wife. You the fucking boyfriend. There you go. What's the confusion? I ain't confused. Y'all confused? If you confused, put it in comments. Let me know if you misunderstand. You just a dude that's moved in the a man's place and loving on his wife and taking his kids and doing the house and shit. Next thing you know, we're gonna you be cutting the goddamn grass. Oh my god. And I don't know who this is talking, but I said I fast forward through them because I didn't want to hear this shit. Um, okay, Nell and Fletcher meet for the dance class, and that's when she just let Fletcher know how bad Mel hurt her feelings. She said that Mel want her some yes friends, and she ain't gonna be one of them. But you is sometimes Mel, and she she said that it made her mad when Mel heard her say that she was drained, and she said why she had to be drained, why it couldn't just be Martell. And she said wanted her to stop speaking for her and stop saying that she a counselor. And Miss Nell said that her mama was dying and shit on all them times. She said I was driving, I was thinking about what she said, and she said we was never her mentor, and that she got a mom and a guard for that, and the therapist. And she said that. So Nell said she got hurt countless times, you know, with them. She got hurt. She listened to them countless times. Her calling her, and her and Fletcher spending nights with them counseling them. She said, if that's not mentoring, what the fuck is you calling it? And then they showed clips where she was mentoring her and giving her therapy because Mel was, and he's not going to control me. And then that time, and then, that's what I'm saying about you, Mel. You be doing too much. So anyway, you heard this lady feeling who's supposed to be your friend. So what the fuck is she your friend for? It's a huge age gap difference. So why y'all friends? What drew y'all together? If she wasn't mentoring you, because before then, what the fuck was y'all doing? And then, you don't like to take accountability for that. We seen you sitting there in this clip. They ain't showed in the clip, but you throw a glass at your damn husband, and then not even before then, you was threatening him on the damn. He had a basket of clothes. You was folding up clothes or something and threw something at him. Then you around the house squirting lighter fluid on shit. You act like you don't do nothing wrong, like you perfect. And then if you mad with us now because you heard her say that shit on a podcast, wait till they play the reunion shit, because I know you already done seen her when she said, ooh, what she think she is, a god or something? Girl, you ain't gonna like that, God, Melanie. So anyway, you got a way about yourself. So she said Mel don't want nobody to tell her nothing or tell her nothing about nothing because she don't need to do that. She and she said Mel can just go somewhere because she ain't about to be no do girl. She said that's not no true friendship to her. So Fletcher tell her just give she said we ain't did this, we ain't did that. Cause Fletcher just want to be on TV dancing for everybody and selling houses. That's for a realtor. That's excellent marketing. You ain't paying and getting paid, and people see you're a realtor. So anyway, Fletcher, he tired of listening talking about that shit with Mel. He don't want to hear that shit neither do I. So he tell her that Martha, he should hear about Maurice getting arrested, and she was like, what? And he said, how you feel about that? And she was like, well, if he did something fucked up, he said, you know how you feel about black men going to jail? And I feel exactly like you do. I don't give a fuck what colors you is. You did something you ain't got no business doing. You broke the law. You go to jail. And it'd be sad if it was one of my children. And I'll be honest with y'all, sidebar, my oldest one got a DUI one time. And I could imagine, I mean, I've never known him to have one. I know he likes to drink, but most of the time he drinks sensibly. Maybe for real. Maybe he did not know that he was drunk. And the somebody kept calling, hanging out. They was like, collect call from somebody. I was like, I don't know the fuck this called me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Lo and behold, it was my son. And I was so disappointed in him because, and lo and behold, he never done that again. He didn't do this as no young person. I'm talking about he was in his mid 30s. So, it's been maybe 3, 4 years ago. But the consequences that he had to pay for that week in jail, that he went to week in jail or some shit. I'm not telling his business, but I'm saying it ain't even worth it. It's not even worth it. And have I ever drunk? I believe I have driven drunk, and I believe I had probably younger because I'm not a drinker. But and if you're not a drinker and you feel funny, but you think you can drive. So anyway, long story short, Mel met her with Shanita, man. Shanita, Miss Doctor Shanita. What's she a doctor of? Is her shit like, you donate enough money to the people or did enough community service, they just give you one? I'm just curious. Is her shit honorary? That's what I mean. So anyway, she meeting with Mel, and Mel said, "Oh, my friend Shanita, she came all the way from Atlanta. Why she always screaming?" She walked into this event. I ain't gonna lie, like they spent more money on the decoration than they did on the food. Oh, you got it looking so pretty, and oh, God, it's just good. She always fucking yelling, man. Just, oh, it's really nice. Oh, it's really nice. She just got, I'm like, oh my God, girl, shut the fuck, shut it. So anyway, she said, it's her community event. When I have my money and my time, I like to give back to the community. Well, I don't know if 7 Avenue making no money because that shit you gave them was some spaghetti, some string mix, a roll. They had bottles of water like some fucking Kool-Aid and some Dixie cups. And you put that shit in plastic and send them on their way. If they wanted to sit down and have that meal, they couldn't even sit in there. Ain't wasn't even no table set up. Them motherfuckers lined up to come in to get their soup kitchen plate and walk right back out. That's the best you could do. Even the kids, and then you seen that little kids, hey kids. And here goes Shanita. I guess when they come in, you want to serve. Yeah, girl, Let's go take a break. But you wasn't doing shit. You just did like 3, 4 plates. And then you was giving like spaghetti. Where the chicken? You give them to the community with the macaroni and cheese that you should have just saved your fucking money and did another community thing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't get them. You know what you'd have been better doing? Giving them hot dogs. Yeah, and the bag of chips. Yeah. Did they have a bun? Did they even have napkins, Melanie? You know what I'm saying? And then you run in your mouth about what you do. When I had my time, and I remember we was doing this. What's that shit they was doing? That Black Enterprise shit. They supposed to build a community. I'm not building a community with them. Don't put my name with your stuff and all the things that you do, girl. If that man would have called them people when you threw that cup at that man, wasn't there some kind of shit like the Wendy and me and shit. And there's some kind of like assault when you hit people and shit. What is that? When you go around squeezing lighter fluid on other people's furniture and shit, ain't that some kind of damage to personal property and shit? What is that? What you threatening? What's that? And I'm saying both of y'all did the same shit to each other. Miss Nell wasn't lying. She said both of y'all got on her nerves. You know why? Because both of y'all was doing the same shit. Yeah, that girl have a baby, you got a baby. Y'all probably was fucking pregnant together. I don't know what the hell was going on. You know what I'm saying? But you stepped in, Shanita, and lo and behold, I'm like Maurice. Maurice, he the worst one, and he was partying. Do you know my grandmother was killed by a drunk driver? No, we didn't know that till you said something. And did you know that my son once drunk drove? But he paid the consequences for it. He's never done it again. But why you act like you ain't never made no mistakes? You ain't never made no mistakes when you mess with that dude named y'all know what y'all be doing when you was telling people how you don't activate and make people do shit. But I heard some stuff. But I ain't saying that shit you did on purpose. When you mad, you talk shit and you do shit. And I'm just saying, you just stand here just dogging this man. When he say something, I ain't gonna listen to him. And you know something, when he talk, I don't listen to him either because it's like a whole bunch of bullshit. I don't even know how she listened to him. Kimmy just must want to have a husband. Because you know what Maurice remind me of? He remind me of a coming off of the nightclub binge, dusty ass Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, that's what he remind me of. Yeah, and immature. You know what I'm saying? Always telling his son do the right thing, do this. You out here shaking your ass, putting all kinds of party lights up in your car and in your damn office. Where the fucking money at? One person, Kim better go back. She probably be doing her nursing shit. Yeah, 'cause what do you do for outside the show? What do you do? You didn't get a lawyer to represent you in that on whatever case, and then just get the fuck off of there and you in there by yourself. Man, I just don't know, but still. And then Shanita, oh, oh, oh. And she told Shanita, you had to tell Shanita, she knew that shit was going to happen. And Janelle talking about how she stopped supporting them because they ain't support her. Man, y'all do the same shit to one another. Y'all, none of y'all like each other. And I'm going to tell you something else. You kind of liking this shit that he in trouble, yeah? Because you can't get him on no cheating shit, but I get y'all this way. And then she was mad because apparently after he got arrested for the DUI, he was out again somewhere drinking. But he could drink. You can have a DUI and drink. You just better not drive again. Yeah, that's all. He made a mistake. He learned not to drive the next time. So she said she like to give back so much. Well, how come you ain't got no 7th Avenue products? They're gift bags to give them people going out the damn door little samples or something. I don't know, girl. I think you toot your own horn. So Shanae said she felt bad about which come getting arrested, but she was like, it's whatever. And Mel said, yep, and when he got in trouble, you know what? I didn't text him or call him. He don't deserve my free messaging or whatever fuck. She didn't say that, but she should have said it. So, she will be ignoring his MLK speeches, but she's always ignored his MLK speeches because that's what they sound like. He always doing that. Fight, not fight the power, but we can all just get along. Get a fucking job, Maurice. So anyway, I stay on this thing longer than I wanted to, talking about shit I don't want to talk about. And let's see. And I'm just gonna say that lady named Mel, she don't keep no friends. What somebody said, that's what Marcel said. Marcel said Shanita ain't gonna be around long. And I can kinda say I can see that shit. I can kinda see it in this little episode when she was talking. She grasping the straws, but it's just like the only way to be Melanie friends is you gotta kiss her ass, man. She can't do no wrong, but so she ain't got to worry about me. I mean, she ain't got to worry about me because she ain't got to worry about me. But I, I, I'm one of the people like this. I will watch you and see how you operate, and I can already tell. Nah, we're gonna be associates. Hey, girl. Hey. So you could have been anywhere, but you're here with me, and I love it. So I think I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Nah, I'm gonna give myself a break. I'll see you Monday for the recap of the Real House of Potomac. So anyway, have a good one. Happy Sunday morning. Bye now.